Hello? Hello? Are we in the Black Forest? Listening to rock music? Oh no. 30 minutes. Cycling. Cycling to the Black Forest. Listening to old rock music. You're supposed to be at work, man. Who imagined that they de-elected you from the European Parliament or something? Alright, and now your challenge, yeah. Cycling is right, it's gone. I was gonna click on it, but Schumacher took your place. There it is. Alright. 7 plus 5. Hey everybody. You like my new sweatband? So, we gotta come up with a sweatband command. Don't think I have room for more commands since I'm not a partner, but I like being a partner. I mean, not being a partner. That was a Freudian slip. I like not being a partner because it's kind of reminds me how stupid the whole world is. Alright. Anyway, keep in mind, don't forget how stupid the world is. Don't take it too seriously. Mr. Bijak just subscribed at 41 months. He subscribed at 41 months. Mr. Braindead, tipping $31. I can't even see my own stream. Mr. Braindead, taking us up to 1,412 cents. Mr. Braindead due to blunder. I should make a board or not. Mr. Braindead, $31. Bijak says, thanks for subscription, Mr. Schumacher. Thanks, Mr. Schumacher, for donating a subscription to yourself. A subscription. I'm feeling creative today. You know, I'm always late, but lately I'm late. But honestly, I was thinking, like, this morning while I was trying to sort of wake up / go back to sleep, I totally forgot I had a stream, which is unusual. I had a really good dream, I was sleeping really well, and I wanted to go back to sleep, and it never occurred to me to the last possible second that I'm actually doing streams. I'm doing streams on Monday mornings. It was like, wow. The brain. Thanks, Mr. Slowman. You've been very generously supporting my efforts here. And by the way, can you guys hear me? Am I even on? Is this thing on? I just want to make fun of people more and more. The ridiculous blogs. Budapest Spring Open tournament review. I hate that guy. Anyway, hate is a strong word, and I mean it. No. Seriously, alright. Whoa, it's not my turn. I'm having trouble here. I mean, I thought it was my turn. I deserve to have my turn again. A6 might have been interesting. Might have. You gave him an idea. See what you did now, Mr. Coffee? See what you did? You suggested the devastating A6. Nedog and Mr. Coffee are double mod. It's a two-headed mod. The monster on Sesame Street. What's up, guys? What loyal friends we have here, you know? So, Mr. Coffee, we don't have any command rooms. I mean, if I remember correctly, I can't make more commands. I wanted to make, like, a meme command. You know, a dummy command, like sweatbands. Just to let people know they're stupid. So, like, if it says, like, if you click that command, you're an idiot. and you get like punched in the face. What's up, TFS 20832? Like, no one would be dumb enough to write that command. That's why I want to do sweatbands. It's a dummy command. We'll make where it's like, oh snap, you're an idiot. You know, that's not a command. But I love it. You know, I just think of these things. No, I know what needs to be done. Twitch needs to wake up and make me a subscriber now. 100 for the Sunday Simul. Thank you, sire. TFS. Always makes me think of TSA for some reason. Alright. Well, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. So H4. I'm just letting it rip here. I got the feeling that Mr. Slow is... Well, Leonard Barton, like, in The Guardian, claimed a 9-year-old played a really brilliant game of the advanced variation, so I decided to give it a whirl. Mr. Slow is not fully awake yet. It's very apparent to me. But he did make a generous donation, so maybe I should take it easy on him. But I didn't even know if I could play chess. He donated $31. BJock subscribed, and TFS donated 100 bits. Alpha Zero approved. Age 6. Now, step 2. Exploit your space advantage. Easier said than done. I think his knight most likely will recycle back to d7. What do you guys think? Bishop f4, bishop e3, knight e3. That's a standard. It could be a King's Indian attack. If I play bishop f4, does he have g5? And if he has g5, it might like give him a square for his knight. I'm not really that down with that. Then again, if he plays g5, I have knight e3. So the question is, like, there's no good place. The conclusion is there's no good place to put my freaking freak. Alright, here we go. This is gonna be a shit show. Alright. H4 is a move. Bishop e7 is weird. Bishop e7 is weird. He had a lot of other good squares for it. I caught him off guard with this knight a3, the delayed. The knight a3 deferred. The Zweigentsev deferred. This thing has a name, but it hasn't been popular for 15 years. You know? Deteriorate. It's omnipresent, if you ask me. But I did say a new word, but it was not neither of those words. Does he have f6 now? Insert obvious question. Schumacher is just here. He's just here to practice his English. He doesn't, you know, he knows he has f6. It's like a rhetorical question. The question isn't, does he have f6? The question is it good, right? That's what you mean. You mean, is it good? Say what you mean, man. Say what you mean, man. Joe Biden. Joe Biden embroiled in a sex scandal. No. That would be funny, though, wouldn't it? Joe Biden's lover. I love Joe Biden. Wouldn't be my first choice for president. But, anyway. The Celtics won last night, again. I mean, the Celtics generally never win the NBA Finals, so that's kind of weird. The last time I watched basketball was, like, watching the Celtics, like, melt down the last time in the NBA Finals. You feel sad for Luka. naturally. The poor Celtics haven't won the NBA Finals in a while. And being a former Bostonian, I feel obligated to want them to win, even though I don't watch basketball. I feel an emotional obligation. So the plan was Bishop G5. The plan could actually, ironically, help Black to unravel. This is a nice King's Indian attack you got there, Sludgy. Let's add a new dimension. Another dimension. Another dimension. He instantly played C4. Fearless! I blocked my own queen. Oh my god, man. F6 in the house. That takes. My opponent's name? Balls of Steel. Sweet Biden forgot his brain in the Oval Office. I think Bill Gates has probably got dementia by now. I'm getting pretty old myself. Made a major poker blunder, and I wasn't even drinking any alcohol on Saturday night. Misread my cards. Well, not misread them. I believed I had cards I didn't have. It was really weird. What about this? This is not important. Wow. Knight takes d5. Central pawn. This is a weird game. Is, was, will be. Alright. Mr. Braindead. Thank you for being braindead. I'm tipping $31. Guys, we're up to 1,412 cents. Where's Acerbate today? Weird in a good way. Free pawns are us. I mean, I try not to be too materialistic. Some pawns are worth more than others. I like our position here. I will say that Mr. Slow is not. He's not necessarily that comfortable in French type scenarios. Check. This could backfire. He has a check. Another check. Check with the rook. But I think I'm winning. I got pretty good coverage of most squares on the board here. And Black's king isn't safe. He has very bad dark squares. I ambushed him a little bit. I mean, I'm playing fast. Did you just quote Beastie Boys? No, would never do that. That was just you, getting some kind of drug-related relapse. Intergalactic. If something was 25 years old, I might have quoted it. 30 years old, I might have quoted it. How's your, yeah. How's your, yeah. White has superior control of the center in this position. Among other things. See, I was counting on that. I was banking on this. He needed that square. To be fair, Mr. Slow wasn't all there today. You know, it's Monday morning. This is not his normal. This is not his normal game. We saw here. He was not all there. He called in to work today because he drank too much last night. To that blunder. But he made me feel good about myself, which is I really appreciate, Mr. Slow. You renewed my self-confidence with this game. Now I believe I'm a good player. He made me believe I'm a good player. Thank you for that. Schumacher. Thank you for your donation. Discombobulator is challenging us. Another dimension. Another dementia. Yeah. The Beastie Boys grew on me. I mean, but they are amazing. They aren't really anymore, but you know, I'm a big fan. Hey, I had some weird idea. Mr. Slow inspired me to play. Yesterday, this guy took with a knight on d5. Culture theft. Yeah. Everything is culture theft. I don't know, man. If you get your hair braided, it's like culture theft. That seems a bit much, you know? You could label everything as like culture theft. I mean, it's sort of ridiculous. I was wondering about b5. I mean, can that be played? Probably shouldn't wonder about it too much. Wonder aloud. Wonder. Anything that's related to anything else from the past is like cultural theft. I mean, you're drinking tea. Oh, you're stealing the English colonists' culture. I mean, I don't know, man. Okay. Cultural appropriation. Don't get me started. How about that European Parliament, huh? I have a question, though. Like, the news today was the far right makes great gains in the European Parliament. What I don't understand is, like, okay, why is it the far right? There's the right, you know? I mean, there is no right, it's just far right. So even the left side has this sort of media bias. I mean, there's no longer any right. I mean, I admit they're pretty extreme, but far right. Yeah, okay. It's a disaster. The Budapest political disaster here. The mayor of Budapest has been deposed. We have a liberal mayor, and he shockingly got voted out. But it was like a trick, you know. The ruling party did this trick where they got this relative of Orban to run on an independent party. The Fidesz mayoral candidate dropped out at the last minute, and everyone followed Orban's orders to vote for the independent candidate, who then won the election. It was dirty pool, old man. They tricked Budapest into essentially voting for secretly Orban candidate. You guys love politics. All right. All those German dumbasses. Well, France sounds like the worst, though. I blame it on the youth. They're clueless, man. How could you be intelligent in today's media world? How could you make intelligent, informed decisions with the amount of propaganda that's out there? There's more propaganda now than ever in the history of mankind, probably. There's no chance for the youth to make an informed decision. The youth. Right-wing youth. But I mean, I don't know. I'm just a political amateur. The Snake Benoni. Wow, Mr. Schumacher is playing quickly today. Quickly and well. I don't know about the Snake Benoni, but my bishop is none too happy at the moment. There's also bishop g5, which is annoying. What are we going to do here? You know what? One thing I did realize, in these Snake Benonis, you can do 95, pawn takes. And in the normal Benoni, you could never do that. But because your bishop's on c7, sometimes that pawn take structure isn't so bad for black necessarily. Though here it still looks bad. If I could play like bishop b6, maybe. I am not digging this too much. I guess I have to play this. Ironically. My knight was already controlling e5, now we're controlling e5 from a different angle. It took me like way too long to find knight f8, which is probably a very standard plan here. And now, you're on your own. That's what Fritz used to say. Anybody else have the old Fritz chess program? And now you're on your own. With like a German accent. And now I can't do German accents, forget it. We're gonna listen to some classic rock music in the Black Forest. Knight d2. R2 d2. What about your kingside man? You don't care. German accent culture theft. Yeah, any relation between what I just did and cultural theft is clearly overstated. I'm terrible at these accents. Boom. No, there was some, oh, you guys know Sleaford Mods? Nedog knows this hip-hop, English hip-hop duo. They did it in one of their songs. I'm stealing it from them. Gotta give credit where credit is due. It's a Sleaford Mods thing. We listen to music in the Black Forest. And, yeah, something like that. I stole it from Sleaford Mods. I sort of modded it. Knight takes h3 check. Hey. Yeah, but maybe I have better. Knight h4. Does that win a queen? No. I thought my bishop was here. Is that bishop diagonal open? No? Then I'll take the pawn, god damn it. Wow. My bishop is not on an open diagonal. Yeah, I'll just go back. How do you like that? Grinding to 3,400. That's so boring, you know? Boring. You're like constantly grinding to whatever. Seriously, I would never watch somebody whose stream was like grinding to something. That's boring. Grinding is boring by nature. You know, it's boring. That's the point. It's boring. Why are you calling a stream grinding? That's why. I mean, just a tip. Don't use the grinding. My knight is trapped. Almost. The other thing is the sweatbands. No, we gotta have the meme command. I want to make a meme command. Schumacher has 5 minutes and 39 seconds. That's the important thing, really. I mean, I talked about this in the Simon yesterday. The important thing is to have tons of time so you can think about your lost position when you get there. We call it the Egyptian school of time management. Now, I mentioned this many times before. If you want to invent a form of chess where, you know, obviously, you know, your time like adds up, then it would make sense. How do I break through here? H4? Okay. Sorry, almost missed it. Why Egyptian? We love Mr. Coffee. He's here to ask rhetorical questions and other cool stuff. Oh, you're taking my pawn? No. Something about like the river Styx or something. I don't know. The Egyptians believed that, you know, you would come back and next life you'd put your stuff in your sarcophagus and then, you know, be able to use it when you came back. Right? That's why Egyptian. You put all your stuff, your worldly belongings inside your freaking burial tomb or whatever so that, you know, you could use it when you come back. And that's why I call it the Egyptian school of time management. Why are you stocking up all this time? Because you can't use it when the game's over, you know? Those pharaohs, they didn't know about that you're not coming back, that somebody lied to them. At 5? This could be a mistake, but it could be a brilliant move too. Like most moves. What to do with this miserable piece on c7? He's destined to be miserable for the rest of his life. He's a good defender. He's like when you go to the tournament and it's the first round and it says, please wait. He has a bye. Yeah, I mean, now that you mention it, Mr. Slow, you get the feeling like it's Schumacher's whole point. I was feeling like, okay, everything else about my position is good. So I'm not gonna stress about this bad bishop. Becoming less bad by the minute. It might be almost too late though. Oof. That's a passive decision, isn't it? This might have been a mistake. This was probably a mistake to play Knight of Fate. Morning, Captain. You made a music reference, Sledgy. Already talked about that when Nedog wasn't here. Ahoy, Captain. Is check. Why are the checks? Why are the checks so big on Ahoy? How did that come about? They're like landlocked. What's with landlocked people's saying ahoy anyway? Why rook e7? I mean, rook d7? Why not rook e7? Why not rook e7? I can read. Dude, because he's got Egyptian time management. He needs to save some time for next game. What a stupid question. He doesn't have time to play good moves or think about the ramifications of his moves. Mr. Slow, what are you thinking? Oof, that would be bad. No time for good moves here, man. This is bullet chess. Got rid of that luggage. And I'm screwed. I'm Scrooged. Wow. Wow. That hurts, man. Another draw. No. You're not going to drop the exchange, are you? All I can think is that he's playing like 2-1 games. Holy. Hoy. He doesn't think. How is it possible to find good moves if you don't think? That's all I'm saying. He's playing like blindfold. He's brainfolded. It's not bad. I mean, he plays pretty well for someone who's like brainfolded. His brain is blindfolded. He gets excited and he can't take his time and find good moves. Mr. Slow's absolutely. There's no time for logic here. He's trying to flag me in a 5-second increment game. He missed this. Oh no. We must calculate. What? Grinding. grinding exchange up endings to 3,400 with less time. They'll never learn. Right. Yeah. Is that an important move? Oh no! Too fast. So let's check it out. Knight of Fate. He has reached a drawn position. Rook e7 is the best move. I mean, the point was rook d7, though. So it's not like he was winning anyway. I mean, I'm a pawn to the good. I can afford to lose a pawn. I was prepared to accept a draw here. I fucked up, you know. I'm a realist. I admit that I fucked up, but it looks like rook e7, it doesn't matter, you know. Bishop h4 isn't so bad. It's still a draw, ultimately. He's not winning. How about the opening, though? Gashimov. So bishop f4 is a TN. TN. I could have played bishop g4, but I'd like my light square bishop, you know? This is strange. It's actually... Oh, he transposed back. Okay. Lissi versus Mises. Mises is like... Since Gashimov is gone, Snake Benoni, Sensei. Oh, we're still in book here. My knight h5. My knight h5 has been played. And knight d2 is a novelty. I had a feeling that was wrong. Alright. Going on Snake Benoni theory. Very important Snake Benoni theory. Discombobulator, where's your challenge? Whoa, what just happened to my computer? Hello? Hello? My computer just died? Are you there? Is anybody in there? Okay. No. Someone just hacked my password. Okay. Not enough time. It's off to the Black Forest. Okay. Richard the Fourth. We've got Pulak Aaron and Luka Luka. Thanks for following, guys. Hello, computer. That sounds familiar. Album title. I'm playing a bit too much e4 lately. Work is calling. Uh-oh. There too? Germans are diligent. Not so much here in Hungary. Hungarians, they don't really love working. Americans love working. We have to work. The Red Fox. Spanish. Work is calling by. Thank you for your donation. We got another donation. Yet another donation. Discombobulator has tipped $9.88. Nice. What I rely on is like viewers with OCD. Asturbate's job is to make it awkward. Asturbate, can you tip another 12 cents? Asturbate, if you tip another 12 cents, I'm talking to a guy who's not here, by the way. He's always here, so it's like when he's not here, he's still here. Isn't that funny? You just assume Asturbate's here. I don't like H6. I mean, I like it, for me. From the perspective of a chess coach, H6 is not recommended. What I think is someone should donate like 14 cents to my... No, don't do that. Donate 14 cents to my... I hate it when it's not a straight number. Right. Not actually doing... You see? Nedog? Exactly. 69 would be perfect because it makes people nervous. Sinide? Without 97, you're defenseless. I like that Richard is willing to play all different stuff. But because he's experimenting with openings, he's not that familiar with them. You can't play from the app, right? You can, of course. I mean, you can play from phone, or you should be able to play. Of course, you should be able to play from app. But I mean, not like directly from Twitch. You have to be logged on to lichess. Yeah, if that's what you mean. I've got challenges from, wow, Keegan. He should be in school. An impure king. Uh-oh. Giving up my strong point on d4 to win the e5 pawn. Nedog. Looking forward to tomorrow. You're a big fan of the tournament Tuesday. Going for third place or second this week? Tournament Tuesday. Every Tuesday we're hosting a tournament here for you Wazoks. No, that's it, right? Wazok? That's what you say? If I may send you a play request now, you may. Thanks for not calling me sir. We don't like sir here. Asturbate may be preparing nasty opening tricks. All right. Maybe. I don't know, man, if he does that. Asturbate, he's not a creature of change. But once in a while, he'll switch up. You know, it's weird. He has the ability to switch, but it's very sudden and kind of like, I don't know where that came from. At one time, he was always playing e4, and then suddenly he started playing b3. I was surprised. You know, I was like, wow, where did that come from? And we're winning a piece here. I hate giving up my light square bishop. To be honest, this is now extremely strong. But if it is going to net me an extra piece, I'm going to have to make the sacrifice and give up my light square bishop. Much as it hurts me to do that. Bishop e7. No, he loses time. Damn. Thanks, Nedog. It was nice of you to give him that link there. Where's the mate? I was expecting king f8, but this may or may not be better. Knight d4. Forcing further exchanges of pieces, or maybe I should start developing my pieces. Developing. Now with more development. We're winning a piece up, but chess games don't win themselves. Richard's 8-6 in the opening doesn't fly. You can't, you can't play h6 lightly with black in the opening. Do you guys have a good wall I can bang my head on? Maybe he's talking about Twitch. I don't know. But you tried. You tried. That's the important thing that my dad used to say. If you try and you fail, there's no shame in that. At least you tried. Oof. Place for mom. I think we already addressed that. Redress. The word for the day. What time is it? 1:20. I woke up a little late today. I forgot I had the stream. Speak English, man. Nedog. Just computer lingo. Got allergies. Summer allergy. Ragweed. Dust. I'm cleaning out my bookshelves. Getting ready to move in the next month. Move back. We're moving back like the reverse Jeffersons. Moving on back to the ghetto. I was so happy to move out of the Hungarian ghetto and into the upscale neighborhood. And it turns out that it's even worse because of certain factors. If you buy an apartment in a city, don't buy an apartment on like the first or second floor. Especially when there's parking on both sides of the street. Big mistake. At least if you don't like street noise. People tend to slam their cars really loud. I can't even open the goddamn windows. You know, it's like It just drives me nuts. That wasn't the only problem. The apartment's a little too cramped. Not enough light. So we're moving back in the next month to the old place. Yeah. Here's a quick trivia question. Who's been to my old apartment from our stream? Only one person from the stream that I can think of has ever been to my apartment. It's not Nedog, and it's not Mr. Coffee. Slaggy Trivia. It's not Asturbate. Yeah, Nefidov came. Nefidov, good job. Mr. Coffee knows the Slaggy Trivia. Nefidov came to visit me. Count Nefidov. He came to visit me twice, actually. Well, I mean, it's not like he just came to visit me. He's not the only player I've met here, but the only one who actually braved. I mean, it's not. It's going to like. It's not like so bad. It's going to like Bogdan Lalich's apartment or something. I'm not like a hoarder. Hoarder grandmaster. Or it's like physically dangerous. You might walk under a tower of magazines or something. He was buried under a tower of trash and magazines, hoarded in the apartment. All right, we're streaming. We got another hour yet to go. Hoarding grandmasters. Their bodies littered the halls like a horror movie. It's a great premise for a horror movie, actually. You know, you got the Columbo episode where you know, Leonard Nimoy is like the chess. Was it Leonard Nimoy? No, that wasn't the Leonard Nimoy episode. But anyway, there was one Columbo episode where the murderer is like a chess grandmaster. But I just thought, now that I think about it, it would be cool to have like a horror movie where the serial killer is like a chess grandmaster. It's surprising that more serial killers aren't chess grandmasters. No? There's just not enough serial killers and grandmasters to go around, you know, that they overlap that much. I mean, serial killers are even more rare than chess grandmasters. It's like compared to serial killers, chess grandmasters are like a dime a dozen nowadays. It's like really, every 9-year-old is a chess grandmaster these days. But I mean, it takes something special to be a serial killer. No, I'm serious. Anybody, you know. Not a lot of 9-year-olds are like serial killers. Anybody can be a chess grandmaster. Leonard Barden and his like supposed chess column, which is all about like tracking the latest progress of 9-year-olds in the chess world. Yeah, maybe it's like put together by ChatGPT. I don't know. But Leonard Bardin's probably been dead for like 20 years, and like someone in control of his estate has been writing his article and collecting his back like pension money, committing like pension fraud for 30 years. Leonard Bardin must be like, he must be as old as like Robert Barron or something, and Robert Barron's been dead for like 15, 20 years. But there you go. I have this like, yeah, it's like Psycho. You know, I'm thinking like, we need a horror movie about chess. It's so perfect, you know. Horror movies are really in. The Queen's Gambit, you know, chess is really in. It's seriously perfect timing for a chess horror movie, and you just don't see them, you know. Like, it would be a huch success. I'm 100% sure. Sign me up to be a Hollywood writer. If only I could write. Alright. Impure King. Kagan Bilge told me he's a 9-year-old. They kind of put the idea in my head, but not just that. I mean, the Guardian chess column, some Argentine 9-year-old is now like vying to be the youngest IM in history. Check this out, though. Okay, this is the funny details about the 9-year-old prodigy from Argentina. He's supported by Argentine businessmen. Wait. No, I mean Argentine businessmen. Really? Have you seen the Argentine like economy lately? Like, what kind of Argentine businessmen are we talking about here? Okay. Second thing that was funny about it was that he has a team of 5 grandmasters. A team of 5 grandmasters coaching a 9-year-old. That's like more than the world champion has. Probably. Anyway. The interesting things you learn from Leonard Bardin, chess column in The Guardian. I guess the hallmark of a good newspaper is that they have a bad chess column. Because that was like always the case with a lot of other newspapers. Now that they've almost all died out, though. Okay. Yeah, we got your challenge, but I've got other challenges first. Just the language. If you read the Guardian chess column, the language, the content and the language, Leonard Bardin is like an 80-year-old guy. I mean, there's no way that this article is written by him. I had to like block Leonard Bardin on my news feed. And always, the other thing that's interesting about it, really interesting, is that every time the guy writes a column, somehow chess.com is mentioned in it. You know, coincidence? Chess.com. I think that chess.com is secretly like, you know, I mean, Donald Trump has a lot of conspiracy theories, and we all do. But the dark forces behind Joe Biden, I think, personally, it might be related to chess.com. I mean, if there is truly a dark force behind Joe Biden, it has to be chess.com, as far as I'm concerned. That's the only possibility. Laugh your own jokes, Sledgy. It's really cool. If that guy, Mr. Coffee, if that guy asks again, yeah, I mean, I can't take that anymore. No asking again. You allowed bishop takes f7 check? My friend Robbie. My friend Robbie did the same thing. Ahoy! The satanic forces behind Joe Biden are secretly related to chess.com. But you know what's interesting here? Kulak Arun said, one extra pawn. But, you know, the takeaway is wrong. It's not the extra pawn that matters here. It's the king safety. People focus way too much on material. Material is completely overrated. It's the king safety that really matters. Oh my god. Mr. Coffee, I don't know what I'm going to do. It's Monday morning. Material is overrated. But king safety is not. Having said that material is overrated, I don't necessarily want to lose my central pawn. The central pawn is the central pawn is really valuable. So we do want to protect that if possible. Maybe I have something better here. I don't want to take on f6 though, because it might improve his pawn structure, also mobilize his bishop. Bishop e3. So I'm thinking about bishop e3. Black has the move, and he can play queen b6 there, attacking the b2 pawn, which would inherently involve queen takes b2, attacking my rook on a1. So it's an interesting position, isn't it? Probably I have to consider letting it go and like letting it, fixing his pawn structure when knight takes f6 just to develop quickly. Like knight takes f6 check, and then d5. Just don't like doing that. Another possibility would be to not defend my d4 pawn you know, but queen d4 is in my face. I mean, it's really, really in my face here. I'm going to try this. This is the first instinct. We'll see what black does. I guess I can always sacrifice my b2 pawn. It's not that important. That's not really a problem. There's another funny idea. Yeah, like queen b6, d5, queen takes b2, pawn takes c6. That's kind of scary. You know, black blundered this bishop takes a7 check. It's like falling for a trap, but it doesn't necessarily mean he's a bad player. It's easy to underestimate people who fall into kind of stock traps and be like, oh, okay, he's a weak player, he fell for that trap. But actually, you know, sometimes even good players fall into stock traps when they're just not, like, paying attention. You can't underestimate this opponent because he fell for bishop takes f7 necessarily. I make this mistake a lot where someone plays badly and then you let your guard down and then you lose because you're like, oh, it's a weak player. So queen b6 is the most combative move here for black, definitely. I'm 100% confident white has a massive advantage, but that doesn't make it easy to find the best move. Let's see. I'm like Scooby-Doo. Knight c3. Developing my pieces. Let's do that. And now we give him a pawn. VIP in the house. Masturbate. Well, I was wondering when we get a VIP today. Nanok's jealous. I don't know. You can become a VIP. You aren't necessarily born into it, you know? Okay, so knight a4, not a great idea. The plan was rook c1. Now white is almost fully mobilized, and black's king is in the center. His rook on h8 has no future. The bishop on f8 is completely blocked in. Rook on 8 isn't developed. I mean, to be fair, it is materialistic, but it was also kind of his only natural-looking plan to take the pawn. Having said A, you know, he practically had to say B. But white has to play, I had to play accurately, you know. I could have played knight d2 instead of knight c3, which isn't as active. So I think I played this well. But again, yeah, kids today are too materialistic. Rook d8, obviously a reasonable move. But at this point, I completed my development. Like, the only thing left to play is like rook e1 or something, and black is strategically lost. You are strategically lost. Sac draw. Gifted a tier 1 sub. Very good choice. To Italian Machine. You know, it's funny, like most people when they hear the name Italian machine are probably thinking of like race cars, Ferraris. I think of like meat slicers. I think of Italian subs. I guess I'm hungry. Maybe a coffee maker. What do you think of when you hear the name Italian machine? What do you think of? An ice machine. I think of the mafia. It's like a hit, man. They call him the Italian machine. He's knocked off so many customers. He's referred to as the machine. All right. La macchina. How do you say it in Italian? I only know Spanish. Will you see the macchina? La macchina. That's what my Spanish friends used to tell me, like, turn off the air conditioner. They didn't like think of the Large Hadron Collider. That's in Switzerland, man. Close enough. That's pretty funny, though. What do you think of when you hear the name Italian machine? I think of the Large Hadron Collider. La macchina. Speaking of Argentina. Speaking of Argentine businessmen. When I think of businessmen, I think of Argentine businessmen. Right? Because they're just kicking ass economically down there. Actually, I joke about it. Actually, you know what? No. My first... It's funny, my first economics professor, I think it was like microeconomics or something, at BU, was from Argentina. Of all things. Like, even then, dude. Even then, back in like in 1990, he was like lamenting how bad the Argentine economy was. All right. Uh-oh. Tactic has been found. That is a sick move, but it doesn't work. It does work. Oh my god, it works. Wow, this guy's a genius. Well, I'm not awake yet. But it sort of works. He doesn't lose a piece. He's only lost a couple pawns. That's not bad. You gotta give this guy credit for surviving. Oh no, another pawn. But is it? Pawn takes g7, bishop g7. I think my best bet here is to just do this. Go 2 pawns up in the ending. Took with the pawn. This guy has a lot of question marks in his rating. But he's good with the increment. Played once before. Back rank. I'm not going to fall for a back rank mate. Like a h4 doesn't prevent the back rank mate. But whatever. It's pretty funny. Alright, this is over. Put a fork in him. Alright, nice fight there. I've got time for some more games. 3-0. It's funny. Two challengers with the exact same incorrect time control. 3-0, 3-0. Unlimited. That's different. That's a correspondence challenge. What's that? What is this challenge? What is this challenge? Wait, unlimited? What does that say? Casual, unlimited, standard. No, I can't play you unlimited. That's not good. Casual, unlimited, standard is a little bit like log. Yeah, I don't know if I'll live long enough for that. Ian McKellen is doing this like Broadway, very successful Broadway show. Not Broadway. I mean, whatever. I'm talking bullshit. He's doing a very, very successful theater show, a traveling theater show in the UK and Broadway. Okay. Anyway, they asked him to do like another. Nedog will be into this. They asked Ian McKellen if he'll do like the Gollum movie or whatever, you know. He says like every time like someone contacts him about a project, he's just like, I don't know if I'm gonna be alive, you know, this is gonna be my last project, you know. But an unlimited time control is like potentially my last project. That's a long time, unlimited. What do you think about this expanding the Tolkien? You know, add-ons. A Gollum the movie. There's that part in The Hobbit in the beginning where, you know, you see that Gollum was a human, you know. I'm gonna kill myself. Can we? Hate to do it. Smeagol. I don't know about making a whole movie about Gollum though. That's a little extreme. We're getting desperate. It seems like we're getting a little desperate in Hollywood. Nedog must have gone to. There he is. Nedog's just here to answer repetitive questions. He's just too nice to. He seems too nice to ban him, but I'm very tempted. It's hard to resist, you know, pressing the timeout or ban button. Just because I'm just mean. in general. That's a tempo. You lost a tempo. This is a Queen's Gambit. Accepted. Steinitz variation. My precious. Warn function. I thought you said warm function. I was going to be like, you're getting warmer. You're getting warmer. Yeah, they should have like a band bar that like fills up as you get closer to getting bad. No? Like the evaluation bar? Like the hype train? Or you get like points? Bob would totally be like edging on the band bar. Oh my god. I should ban myself for that kind of comment. It's not PC to have a ban bar. It'd be too tempting for people to abuse it. That's the problem. They'd want to like. Then it would be like a game to like misbehave, and it would only like create more problems than it was worth. You regrow your hit points or whatever. I'm just going to play this very simply. I'm not going to screw around here. I have a draw against this player already. So that's good. Extreme chess moves. G5. Far right chess moves. But I think the whole thing, speaking about politics, the whole far left and far right thing has gotten out of control in the media. They overuse this term constantly. Everything is the far left and the far right. It's misleading and it's not true, Yesterday it was like the far right makes gains in the European Parliament. It's just the right at this point. I mean, it's not really like far right. We're using this far thing too much. There is no like center right practically. If it's the only right, it's like the far right. Well, it doesn't make sense anymore. Media loves to use words like that because it's like makes it more dramatic, I'm in the far center, exactly. The far left. Far right, well, there are far right, like Donald Trump is far right, but it doesn't mean like everybody on the right is the far right. I don't think like the European dudes are as crazy as Trump, but some of them are. But my point is that anyway, to like debate, it's just that the media overuses these terms, Far right, it sounds like fuck the media, man. Yeah, it's really bad. Media's out of control. I get it, people who hate the media. I mean, that's the problem, isn't it? Like we need the media, but it's corrupt too, That's the problem. Because everything's about money. Everything becomes about money. So it's like this catch-22, you know. You need it. It's like, you know, women. Little joke for our sexist friends out there. Can't live with them, can't live without them. Little Shining reference for you guys. Wendy, put down the bat, Wendy. Our hero likes to play fast, like most of our friends here. Nedog. Nedog with the toilet humor. We're always... The bridal shows The Shining every Father's Day. It's funny. It's probably my favorite movie. I mean, I know Stephen King hated it, but it's still a great movie, even if it wasn't that true to the book. Jack Nicholson just... I love a lot of his movies. I mean... Alright. Cuckoo's Nest. But I mean, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, just one of the best casts of actors I've ever seen, you know? I mean, seriously, how could you possibly put together... How could anyone put together, like... a better cast there? I mean, that's just insane. It's like unbelievable. I need to play H4 at some point, but maybe this isn't the moment for it. Your friend Ned Flanders. See, I knew he was a leftist. And he opened the Leftorium next door. They run The Simpsons every week. Think about the cast of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. It's like Christopher Lloyd, Danny DeVito, the guy from what's the actor's name from Deadwood? Plays the doctor in Deadwood. Another great actor. Can never remember his name. He's like the kid. It's like mind-boggling how many amazing actors were in that movie. He does the voice of Chucky. Well, that's important. That's important. Chucky's right up there, as far as I'm concerned, with like all time. That's yeah, Brad. Yeah, Brad Dorff. Okay, you're a dwarf. Sack draw is sack draw. It's okay, man. You're just not as old as us. It's not your fault. But Nedog likes those guys too, probably. The voice of Chucky. Yeah, the problem with Deadwood though is like they really need, they need to make the language harsher. It didn't have enough profanity is the problem. No, profanity's good, but I think they went too far. It was almost like it was like making fun of itself, Like Al's use of profanity was so bad that it was like Al swearing Jen. It was almost like a meme, It was too much. It was like this is becoming a meme now. Nobody swears that much. The Grandmaster of Chess content, of great chess content. Thank you. There is a video on YouTube with clips of every instance of the word. Yeah, I mean, just nobody swears that much. It's just not realistic. Even the worst mouthed person in the world. That would never fly today, and I appreciate that. You know, I'm I'm not a supporter of censorship. I hate the fact that like Deadwood probably wouldn't be made today because of cancel culture and sensitivity training. We don't have to be like babies about everything, People are babies about everything. It's just totally over the top. This guy is just way too good. Bostonians. Improper Bostonian. The word you're looking for, I can't say. Jesus, dude. How is this guy so good? He's just too good to be 2100. Basically too good. Too good defensively. He finds like every move instantly. No way I'm gonna beat this guy. Probably I was never winning, it was just close. Close isn't winning, but normally people will make mistakes in positions like this. This guy just would not make a mistake. I mean, it's just brutal. Never made a mistake. Defended extremely fast, extremely accurate. I give up, man. I just lost all motivation to try to win this game. I was better, but I don't know that I was ever winning. Damn. How is Black's play? Bishop a6, who plays that? It's crazy. Jonathan Spielman. You literally played like Jonathan Spielman. Except you played g5 now, which is almost unthinkable. I mean, this is outrageous, bro. How well this guy plays. Now he's better. And he was actually winning if he takes on a3. That's a scary move to play. He made a mistake. How was my other game with this guy? I've played him once before, apparently. I'm kind of curious now. Why is this guy so good? He's only 2004. Wow. He just drew Lance. He plays 1-0 constantly. 2 games with you. The other one, he was 1784 3 years ago. And also drew me with repetition, playing 6 inaccuracies, 0 mistakes, 0 blunders. Jesus, dude. Looks like a really good 1700 there. Oh, he actually, what did he do? He dropped the exchange. Sacked it. Sacked an exchange against me. And drew. That's pretty amazing shit right there. For a guy who was 1700. I don't know. He seems too good for his rating. Alright. Next, Sun Prism. Guys, this is last game. What happened to our friend? After all that, he couldn't take it anymore. This is going to be the last game for today. I might have lost our new follower. I can't control if people are like leaving, closing their apps, whatever. The guy who got timed out. Did he get timed out? What do you mean timed out? You mean you like... I didn't realize you actually like, you know, timed him out. What do you mean timed out? Let me give you a timeout. Oh, almost. I couldn't see almost. Because it was like under this like arrow that like offers me to like post stuff. That word was under the arrow, so I couldn't see it. The word you're looking for is almost. Almost is like totally covered up by the pin and the arrow next to the pin, blotting out like half the screen. Yeah, after all that, he's like gone. Well, the weekends are tough for me, so I need a nap now. I don't know if I've played the Catalan against Sun Prism, but probably. Took him a while. It took him a while to come up with a move there. That was unusual. Is that in the opening book? Now what do I do? That puts the kibosh on Queen C2, I guess. But not really my plan anyway. I don't have a freaking plan here. Rook C1. Kibosh. I like that. See your challenge on the screen? No. No, that might be on another screen. Sack draw, you're too late. Damn, I'm having weird hallucinations. That was weird. I was actually planning on making a move that, like, would drop a piece there. Well, that's good. Sack draw, in order for you technically to challenge me, I have to be able to see your challenge. So I'll cancel my afternoon plans. No problem. You're just gonna have to suck it up. Knight d6 or bishop d6? He challenged me 40 minutes ago. The app challenges don't work. Shit. That's why the guy... Oh. Really? So that's why that guy was so confused. Now we understand. Now I understand. Because no one said it in plain English until now. And then we get the opposite. No, it totally worked, Sledgy. Dude, can you confuse me some more? He was the end of the list. We saw it. But now it's gone. I mean, it is gone. It may have worked, but it is gone. You know, it worked and it doesn't work. Here's the end of the list. Yeah, maybe we saw it. He just messed it up. Yeah. It's a draw anyway. Discombobulator, you're supposed to be working. Or was that Mr. Slow? Can I drop a pawn here? Would you mind? Oof. Stay in the line. If you get out of the line, you will be timed out. Do you understand? I have to work. You have no appointment at the moment and take a nap. I have to eat lunch. I didn't have breakfast. Well, I had a very small breakfast. And then I have to make my bullshit video. Nothing is weird. Just our perception. Sack, draw, sack. Dude, the king is getting nice and close to the center, isn't it? A little too close to the center, as far as I'm concerned. For my comfort. Yeah. We played before. I know, you played great. You played like Jonathan Spielman. Except for G5, which is... Even Jonathan Spielman doesn't have the cojones for that, man. This is the second like great game you played against me. I just gave up trying to win. The computer said you were better. And you took my pawn on a3, or whatever it was. I mean, most players don't defend well, and you play fast and really strong. It smells strong too. No. Just kidding. Alright, let's go. That's what Mr. Coffee said. If I switch between stream and lichess, my challenge also disappears. Maybe it's like some kind of cheat protection. No, that doesn't make sense. So if you leave the tab, so you should have Twitch and lichess in different tabs. Both open at the same time, no? F4. I just don't have the, I don't know, I don't have the inspiration today. I'm playing too routinely. We're just playing a little too routinely. I'm sorry. This is a draw, but I'm not offering a draw. This is the voice of Chucky. Oh my god. We're friends to the end. Bride of Chucky. Oh no. Where are you going? Protected pass pawn. This is a protected pass pawn. Protected. Hello? Oh, bishop d5 doesn't work. That sucks, dude. I'm sorry. You were counting on bishop d5, weren't you? Oh no. I'm not even sure though about bishop d5. I mean, shouldn't that be winning for me? Even if I don't win a piece here? Like, just a king and pawn game. Maybe it's not a win? Take. Like, maybe it's not a win. That's a problem. This might be a problem. Nothing can possibly go wrong here. It was, yeah. It was a draw. You had a draw. So I bluffed you with h5. Now, I thought maybe Black could get away with king e6 here. No. Sorry. What was I thinking? Takes. What was I thinking? Bishop c8. Oh my gosh. That's a tough move to find. No. When I played bishop h3, yeah, ironically, I was thinking you should play king e6, and the temptation is to not put your king in a diagonal. But what's the difference? I can still play f4. Your move was okay. King d5 is okay. It's still a draw. It's just a draw. Bishop f1 was my best move, but that's a draw too. Everything's a draw. It's just that white's a tiny bit better. That's what I thought, you know. King d6, king e3, h6. And I was going to play bishop f1, and then I decided to play for this cheapo. King f4 was possible. King f4 right away would have been maybe a better try, objectively. So on h5, he's still hanging on, unbelievably. But taking is lost. Wow. It looks like taking is lost. Poor Sun Prism. What was up with the opening, though? Wow. So this happened in the game. 94 is question mark. The correct move is... good luck. Tukmakov, 1978. Tukmakov. still going. Kicked out of Odessa by the freaking orcs. Fuck the orcs. Alright. Anyway, guys, I gotta go. We're gonna be back on Tuesday. So I love you all. Orcs can go back to Middle Earth. Richard Brenton, you donated $90 and I missed it and nobody told me. Oh my god, you probably tried to tell me. Richard just donated $90 29 minutes ago. You donated $90. Thank you. Wow. See, I don't have the sound turned up on the... I normally get notification sounds, but I guess I had it turned down. So we haven't been getting any sounds. I am so sorry I didn't respond. Actually, sound is on, so I don't know why. I must have... No, that's not sound. Why do I get no sounds? Yeah, sound must have been down a little. Shit. You like my fingers? You made it a round number. That's been working in my favor lately. People don't like those awkward numbers. I pay someone to like keep making odd donations. So it makes the OCD people like donate. $90. That's gonna go, you know. We're now up to 1,500 for World Senior Krakow. You only need to raise $500 more, so I'm ready to go. It's 3 weeks. Richard the Fourth, Richard Brenton, thank you, donating $90. Guys, I'm gonna host a tournament tomorrow night. Every Tuesday we do this. We host a tournament. Rapid of some form. Lately, Rapid, not Blitz. Anyway, it's better to play serious chess. But I don't know what to say. Thank you very much, man. $90 is a sizable donation to the stream and to our upcoming World Senior Team Championship. See you guys tomorrow night. Bye.